talking all Christian County Agricultural Fair 100th Annual. Before we get going, thanks so much to our live stream sponsors, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. In studio, we have Joe Bloom with Bear Creek Ranch and Joe Leonard with Farm Credit. They're both big sponsors at the Christian County Ag Fair this year. We also have Angela O'Marsters in studio. She's the marketing and promotions director behind it all, and also getting me some great guests for the WTIM morning show. So we appreciate you for that. Let's just hop right into it. Joe Leonard, we're going to start with you with Farm Credit. We're going to be seeing a lot of Farm Credit out at the Christian County Fair this year. Just talk to me about this involvement and how it came to be.
Sure. We were proud to sponsor the fair again this year, and on Wednesday, July 17th, we'll have a booth at the Community Day in the Expo building. We'll have some information there on Farm Credit Illinois. We'll be having some giveaways and also have some watermelon for whoever wants to stop by.
Nice.
On Thursday, the 18th, we're going to be providing the supper for the 4-H members and the buyers after the foundation auction. And of course, on Friday, we're very, very excited to be a sponsor for the Rodney Atkins concert this year.
Some big marquee things right there.
Yes.
Is Farm Credit responsible for those quarter pieces of watermelon, like big watermelon pieces? I was out at a fair last year. There was a big group out there giving away watermelons. Do you guys do by the slice, or is it a huge portion?
I think we're going to do it by the slice this year. So.
Okay. Am I going crazy, or were you guys involved with that when it was quartered? It was huge pieces.
Not last year,
Okay,
I don't believe.
I was thinking just Shelby, something in the Shelby area, but
Sure.
it was big watermelon. Okay, awesome. Let's Joe Leonard with Farm Credit there, Rodney Atkins, and a couple different things. You can also learn about Farm Credit at the fair. So I want to learn a little bit about what your messages will be like in just a little bit. Joe Bloom with Bear Creek Ranch. It sounds cool. I actually haven't heard of Bear Creek Ranch. I want to learn about that as well today. But you have involvement in the fair this year as well.
Yeah, we're just kind of a general sponsor, concert sponsor. We're if you're at the fair, you should see us. Big red signs all over the place. You probably see the beef bus. It's a big red van that we deliver meat in. It'll be parked there. We should be handing out water. You'll see our tent. So yeah, we're a local ranch right outside Taylorville. We raise Angus beef and pork, all pasture range, and we'll deliver it right to your doorstep.
Wow. Okay, that's another cool one to be involved here. And if you're kind of getting a sense, this is agriculturally minded stuff right here. It's all very much Taylorville, all very much Christian County, and this is the Christian County Agricultural Fair 100th. Now, to both of you guys, I mean, some past years of involvement, you guys have been involved with this, but talk to me about the 100th annual. This is going to be it's really exciting for the community. And how does it feel to just be involved with Farm Credit there?
Yeah, we were so excited to find out they're going to be trying out a concert this year.
Yeah.
So we really thought, hey, we want to be involved in that. And
Absolutely.
We're so glad that we did.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and so, I mean, my family's been in this farming area forever, and agriculture is the backbone of Christian County, and it's just going to be great to sponsor it and hopefully have a big turnout.
Absolutely. And Angela, as we're trying to keep the focus on agriculture, and we were talking during the break, we're going to have old timey tractors, and this is going to be a whole sense how much coordination, how much effort has gone into trying to find the businesses that are agriculturally minded and really push that meter for Christian County.
Well, Craig Pollock and the Christian County Fair Board have done a great job in making sure that they get the word out about all the different opportunities at the Christian County Fair. And like I said before, a million times over, if it wasn't for our sponsors, it's the fair for Christian County. It's the 100th year. However, it brings in a lot of businesses, new businesses to come in and visit, and families to come and see Christian County and see the beautiful, agriculture that we have to explode. And as far as how hard it is, my job's easy. I love talking to people. These guys know that. So
Absolutely.
easy enough.
Yeah. Angela O'Marsters, Marketing and Promotions Director. You've had your hands full, but also at the same time, these are easy people to work with, and at the same time, they're all ready to be involved with the Christian County Fair.
It's a great time.
Yeah.
The fair is for everyone, and really, truly, this year you will see a plethora of for everyone.
Absolutely. Now heading back over to Joe Leonard here with Farm Credit. What is it about Farm Credit that makes the Christian County Fair a great place to be involved with as a sponsor, and what kind of messages are you hoping to provide that day?
Yeah, so we just want to get in front of everybody and remind everybody and show them what Farm Credit Illinois does for the community. We offer farm loans to any farmer, landowner, agribusiness member in the southern 60 counties of Illinois. We also offer crop insurance products as well. We also have a lot of programs for young and beginning farmers called the Fresh Roots program.
Very cool. We have a very strong FFA culture around here, and
Correct.
I'm sure you probably have some really cool conversations there. Great place for you guys to be out with Farm Credit.
Absolutely.
Joe Bloom with Bear Creek Ranch. You gave us a good summary of what you guys do there, but give us one more, just a little
deeper
bit
dive.
Yeah. This
And
is really cool.
so we've been row crop farmers for years, and that's historically what we are. We had a few cattle that we raised for ourselves, and kind of did the old-fashioned way because we were raising meat for our families and our employees' families, and we really liked it. We wanted to know where our food came from. COVID hit, and everyone kind of thought the same thing. And so we had a lot of people asking, hey, can we get a quarter beef here, quarter beef there? And it really just kind of exploded into what it is now. It's where we're a decent-sized herd. We're in multiple counties every day delivering meat. And I think people want to know where their food comes from, what goes into their food, and then are the animals ethically raised? It's not, some meat from overseas or, it's local. You can drive by and see it, and you can see what goes into the animals. And we actually care for the animals. And I think that shows up in our product.
Without a doubt. Living in Christian County this past year, my eyes have been opened to the world of agriculture, and I have a new appreciation for walking to a grocery store and the shelves being filled every single time. There's that. And then I've been learning so much about beef cattle producers, and with St. Louis Dairy Council, we talk so much about all the work that goes into livestock and making sure you have a happy herd there. So a really cool story of how that really came to be there. How many would you say are in your herd right now?
Right now we're around 75. So it's growing all the time. As business, that's our main factor, is actually keeping up with demand. Christian County has been a great support for us. That's why we love to give back, because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to be here. We started we're in Sangamon and Montgomery County and getting ready to go into Macon, but we started in Christian. We're Christian County people. This is where we started. And if it wasn't for the Christian County people, we would have never got as far as we've already gotten.
Sure. While you're out at the Christian County Fair talking about Bear Creek Ranch, what kind of messages are you hoping to get to people that are talking to you?
Just try us out. You can always go to bcrbeef.com and check out our website, or you can give us a call at 217-670-6411 and just try it, because we don't have hardly any complaints. Sure. So just try us one time.
I can't imagine. Local beef, it's a very cool thing. And I don't know if I've had it not off the store shelves, but I'm guessing it could be just a little bit of a different taste there. That's a different conversation we could have with Farm Credit. Is there a place people can go to, the website, for more information before we talk more about that?
Yeah, it's www.farmcreditil.com.
Perfect. Easy enough right there. It's time for us to take our quick time out right now, but we're hearing from the sponsors at the Christian County Agricultural Fair. Just a couple of them: Joe Bloom with Bear Creek Ranch and Joe Leonard with Farm Credit. They're both sponsors out at the fair this year. We're also joined by Angela Olmarsters, Marketing and Promotions Director with the Christian County Fair this year. We'll be right back here on the WTIM Morning Show. Thanks so much to our live stream sponsors, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. Don't go anywhere. You've been listening to WTIM, your information station.
Your information station, WTIM.
Let's check the markets now on the RFD Radio Network. I'm Jim Taylor. Corn lower, beans higher, wheat trading lower. July corn down to penny 401. September corn down 3.405. New crop December 418.5, down 2 3/4. July beans 1179.5, up 14.5. August beans up 8.5, 1158 3/4. New crop November 1121.5, up 8.5. July wheat down 3, 558.5. September wheat down 2.5, 578.5. July bean meal 368.20, down 70 cents. July bean oil up 79 cents, 47.72. Livestock market August feeders 262.70. That's up $1.60. August live cattle up 52 cents, 185.62. July lean hogs 89.75, up 52 cents. Energy market at this hour. August crude oil up 40 cents, 83.21. And I'm Jim Taylor on the RFD Radio Network.
Find out all the great things happening in the Pana area on the WTIM Pana Morning Show, Tuesdays from 8:40 till 10. You'll hear interviews with Pana area community, nonprofit, and business leaders each week. The WTIM Pana Morning Show is brought to you by these sponsors.
Our title sponsor, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, along with Pizza Man, Noren's Hardware, Your Pana Save-A-Lot, Whiskey Bill's Saloon and Liquor Emporium, and Locked and Loaded Limited.
Here are the contest rules for our stations. We allow one person per household to win any prize from the radio stations in a 30-day period. Unless otherwise stated, all prizes to Christian County winners are to be picked up within 2 weeks at the studios at 918 East Park in Taylorville. Our new office hours are 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. weekdays. Winners outside of Christian County will have their prizes mailed. Any cash prize is mailed within 30 days of winning. Only if cash winners call our business line within 2 weeks of their name being drawn to provide their mailing address. Employees and their families of the Miller Media Group are not eligible to participate or win any contest.
Providing banking solutions that fit your business needs is at the core of what we do. Hi, this is Jim Adcock with People's Bank and Trust. We understand the complexity that many SBA, USDA, FSA, and other loan options can present, but more importantly, we can help you navigate those decisions to secure the best loan choice for your business. Call 888-PBT-1954 or visit bankpbt.com today and let us put you and your business first. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Just Beds are the yawn exterminators, and they can give you a better night's sleep. Choose from Bemco, Chatham & Wells, Sealy, Simmons, and Tempur-Pedic. Find out the many models and styles available on their updated website by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Thank Byers Chiropractic in Pana for all your spring and summer aches, pains, and injuries. Let me, Dr. Bill Byers, and Dr. Ethan Harper help you. Learn more at byerschiro.com or click on my banner at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome back into the WTIM morning show. This time we're talking all about the Christian County Ag Fair. Thanks so much to our live stream sponsors, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. In the studio, we have Joe Bloom with Bear Creek Ranch and Joe Leonard with Farm Credit. They're both sponsors out at the Christian County Ag Fair this year. Learned a little bit about them and their involvement with the Christian County Fair. I'm just going to dive a little bit deeper into their businesses and into their ways of life here. We're going to start with Joe Leonard. Farm Credit, you talked about that Fresh Roots program, strong FFA. They just won some big awards out at Taylorville High School this last year. So talk to me about this Fresh Roots program.
Yes, we offer it for young and beginning farmers that are 40 years in age or younger, or in their first 10 years of farming. We give you pricing discounts on loans for the first 5 years for any loan that you take out during that time period.
Wow. Okay.
Yep. And it comes with some relaxed lending standards, some subsidized FSA fees. Should you partner it with a FSA guaranteed loan with us, we will pay for the FSA fee. And we also provide learning incentives for attending classes. You can earn up to $2,000 just by attending some learning workshops to look at like cash flow statements, balance sheets, budgeting, and we pay you to go to them. We're very proud to offer that.
It's a Fresh Roots program with Farm Credit, showing a lot of grace there, it seems, with the no payment, and what did you call it, with the grace? They don't have to pay back, or they're new farmers, so they're not going to be penalized. What was that?
Well, for the FSA, like if you buy some land and you go through the USDA programs, FSA will have some certain fees, and we will pay those because we have no lending fees with Farm Credit.
That's huge right there. Do you do that for a young farmer or a farmer early in their career? Correct. Is it a tough industry to succeed at first?
Yeah, we just want to help them grow. Yeah. As quickly as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. Would you? I mean, of course, experience will make the job a little bit easier, but those crucial first years of the work probably helps to have those credits.
Correct, and they really haven't established a great net worth, and we want to understand that and still work with them, help them out.
Very, very cool. That's Joe Leonard with Farm Credit, and a big sponsor there with the Christian County Fair. And Joe Bloom with Bear Creek Ranch. We got a little bit deeper into the birth of your beef cattle farm that you got going, about 75 cattle in that herd. Talk to me about the feeding. Talk to me a little bit about what you got, what operations might be different in your operation.
So what's a pretty common theme is people buy our meat and they come back and they're like, wow, that was really good, but it's totally different than what you get at the grocery store. And I say we are different. And as cattle go, you kind of have two ways of thought. You have your feedlot, your standard, multi-tier. One guy raises them, one guy birds them, then it goes to a feedlot, and they're on a lot of feedstuffs and a lot of different chemicals and things like that. And then you have your far other end of the spectrum. You have your grass-fed, where it's sitting out there and they're all on grass, and that's it. And that's actually where we started. And a lot of respect to those guys. I really think that's a really wholesome way of doing things, but the meat wasn't exactly where we wanted it to be. It's a little, there's not quite as enough fat in it for what we wanted. And so we said, well, why can't we, with all things, moderation in all things. And so why can't we go somewhere in between? Let's keep them on the pasture. Let's not do any weird chemicals, anything like that. Let's not ship them out anywhere. Let's keep them all here local, but let's add in a small amount of feed. And then instead of just doing heavy corn, let's try to do some oats, something kind of more old school where they used to do it back in the day. And so we raise all our own oats and we finish out on a mainly oat diet. Everything they eat, we grow. So we have complete control over everything that goes into that animal. We started this as we wanted to grow beef for our families, and we want to keep it wholesome and things I will feed my children. And we don't want to lose that spirit just because we're getting bigger, because if it's not my kids, it's someone else's kids eating it. And we want to keep that same thought process.
Wow, that is powerful right there. And I think that the control right there that you have, it just says everything we need to know. That is unbelievable. So you said if it's not your child, it's somebody else's child. And you mentioned the meat off the grocery store shelves. It tastes a little bit different than what yours would taste like. Describe it. Is it a texture thing? Is it a taste? Is it overall? What is
First off, you'll notice like when you cook our meat, it doesn't all disappear. You get the grocery store meat, you cook it, and where'd half of it go?
It's true.
It's either fat or water or who knows what else. Ours, you get what you pay for, but it also, I think the flavor is most described to me as just more intense because you know what it's eating. It's eating the grass here that grows on the soil that we take care of. Everything, like I've said before, like everything they eat is under our control and we manage it. And so there's no shifting of the buck of like, well, I don't know. It's not my fault. If you're buying from us, we looked over every step of that process. We birthed the cattle, we raised the cattle, everything that is involved in them, we do, and we have complete control. And I think it shows up in our product.
Absolutely. And I gotta get a try of this product at some point here because I find a bit of mystery in myself when I'm looking at meats in the grocery store, or even like a frozen meat. I don't know where that traveled from. I don't know what that cow ate. You don't hear it very often that the producer knows exactly what the cattle has been eating. And it's just very cool. That's Joe Bloom with Bear Creek Ranch. And all these words with Farm Credit, with Bear Creek Ranch, you're going to be able to learn a whole lot more about this. You guys are going to be out at the Christian County Ag Fair. Do you guys have easy to find tents? Does Farm Credit have a Farm Credit tent?
Well, on Wednesday, you'll be able to find us in the Expo building for Community Day.
Perfect. Yes. Community Day. Are you out Community Day too?
We'll be there. You'll see us. We'll be big red tent, big red van. Van says beef bus on the license plate. You'll see us. And more than likely, you'll see people with shirts on. Ask your neighbor. We're all over Christian County. Ask about us. Like I said, we don't get any complaints. So give us a try.
Very cool. Angela, you've hit it on the head once again today. Brought on some great guests for our morning show. We have 2 minutes left here. Anything to say on these two sponsors right here?
Well, great sponsors, great people. And they're all about Christian County Fair. And the Christian County Fair is all about bringing people together, new experiences, educating the community. Come on out, bring your family, have fun. Don't forget to visit our website, www.christiancountyfair.com. Come and see Rodney Atkins, visit with your family, get over to the livestock barns, come to Community Day on Wednesday from 4 to 8. We're going to have a commemorative ceremony at 5 o'clock, hit the demo derby, all the different events. But it's a great experience, and mostly learn about these businesses that are showcasing in Christian County at the Christian County Fair, Community Day, Christian County Fair, July 16th through the 20th. Thank you so much for all your support, and thank guys for coming in and visiting with everybody today.
Absolutely. One of the things that I think is interesting and just more community mind is that for both of you, people that have utilized your services, your products, you can find out how that how it went by asking people out in the community. There's no Yelp. This is really, it just feels like community-based organizations that you're really understanding the positive benefits. Guys, we have about 20 seconds left. One more time with the website people can go to, Angela.
www.christiancountyfair.com.
Perfect. And Joe Leonard, Joe Bloom, Angela, thank you all for coming in today.
Nice talking to you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Joe Bloom is with Bear Creek Ranch, and Joe Leonard is with Farm Credit. Both are with the Christian County Agricultural Fair in sponsors. Angela Olmarsters is our marketing and promotions director. Thanks so much to everyone tuned in to the WTIM morning show today. You've been listening to WTIM, your information station.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville, 96.1 W241 CF Taylorville, 107.5 W298 CD Shelbyville,